becoming a mother, I think, has really set me on this path where I thought, or I think, or I know who I am to some degree. But it's almost like I'm in this void because so many things are changing in my life, and I think becoming a mom and now having to be responsible for a little human life is really shaking things up for me, because I can no longer retreat in myself, within myself, for long periods of time, because becoming a mother has been the most beautiful experience, yet the most exhausting experience, and it is such a personal sacrifice of any human being to be a parent, because, and I never knew what a personal sacrifice becoming a mother was. And maybe becoming a mom, and I shouldn't probably say this because this is only speculation, but becoming a mom when you're younger might be easier because you have more energy and, you know, your body is more fit and healthy in some ways, as opposed to becoming a mom in your 40s, right? But then on the flip side of that token, becoming a mom, for me, as an example, becoming a mom in my 20s or my 30s, I was not ready, right? I was not ready. I probably would not have been as good of a mom that I am today then, because there were so many things that I still needed to learn within myself about the world. You know, I needed to grow and go through certain experiences that changed the direction and course of my life, to now bring me to this point where that I am able to hold the space for my child. And the crazy part is that they told me that I could not have a child, and now I have a child. So to go through most of your adult life thinking that this was not a possibility, and then to, as you go through the experience of being a mom, have deja vu moments where you know you've dreamt this moment years ago, but you just couldn't figure out what it was that you were dreaming, is a beautiful feeling, because it was all manifesting at that point. It's like I dream my future. It's been happening since I was a child, and I'm not the only one, because this is how it happens. We're all part of this book of life, right? This book of life that needs to be fulfilled. And who knows what's at the end of it, right? Supposedly we just flow to the next existence. So, but then that brings the question, or poses the question of, what is the point of this existence? Why are we here? Why do we have to go through these things that we go through? Why does it feel so painful to be on Earth? I ask these questions a lot. And the only answer that ever comes back is because it's about learning and growing. We have to go through these painful existences. I think in order to ascend, we have to see, we all come from a higher place to begin with, right? So, you know, my understanding of it is we have to, in order to really fully understand, we have to experience, so we're coming from a higher place, we have to experience a lower place. In so many words, it's in order to appreciate in order to appreciate the higher planes of life. Each one of us has to go through certain experiences in the lower planes of life in order to fully ascend, to fully align with the higher existence, the higher light energy that flows within us, above us, around us, and even beneath us. Well, in any case, becoming a mother has helped me to see the true circle of life on this earth. I always tried to make myself feel better, and, because I thought I couldn't have children at one point in my life. I would say, well, children cause karma, right? Children bring more karma. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it does, right? To some degree. Because everything we do causes some form of karma. But it depends on your intention behind what you're doing. Whether that karma be karma or dharma. The good stuff, right? You always want the good stuff. But inadvertently, you have to have the bad stuff in order to have the good stuff. It's the yin and yang, right? You can't have one without the other. And I think in order for each human being to truly evolve into their true state or form, in spirituality, in their own spirituality, they have to have an even balance of the high and the low in order for you to ascend to the next level, to the void where I am sitting right now. It's so empty. It's so empty because I feel like I've completed something. But it's like, and it is in a way a celebration. However, in the same token, it feels a little scary. It feels really scary because, again, there is no reference point. I've never been to this point before, and I don't know. It's all new. It's unfamiliar territory. There is no reference point. And again, I've been here before. This isn't my first time in the void. And yet it just, it's a beautiful alchemy. It's an alchemical process that my body, my mind, my soul is all going through. It's changing. I am changing. It's a death and a rebirth of some part of me, and I have yet still to understand it fully, but I feel it. It's the part that no reader is talking about. The void. The emptiness in between levels. This is the quantum leap. It's just like, you don't just you shift, right? But it's a progression. The shift is a progression. The shift from the death to the rebirth is a progression. I mean, when you have your first awakening, that's kind of like, it is a progression towards your awakening, but that should happen. Mine actually took about 3 months or so, but I remember the day it happened. The very day, the very moment, the very second of my first awakening, my first death. This one feels like it's a progression. I feel like I've been in the void now for a few days. Well, maybe it'll take a few months, like like that. But I feel like the shift it's like the main part of the shift is over. The death has happened. Now I'm almost like in the womb, the void. We'll call it the womb. That's a good analogy, because you're growing. There's something in you that's growing. It's a rebirth. So I guess I'm just not ready to be born yet. I'm still in the womb of the void. Yeah, the void.